Miami Heat 0-2 since the break. They're blown out against Milwaukee on the road and then losing the other night to Charlotte, but a good start here.
That's what Kevin Love does well. He's one of the better rebounding bigs in his heyday in this league, and he's also great at outlet passes.
Butler, the former Sixer, unable to put it down. The tip wouldn't go. For you love NBA basketball, those two are you going to give you your money's worth tonight. Now Tucker defends Bam on a switch. This is what he brings the Sixers as Butler sticks a three. Good close by Harden. Harden's actually played better defense for them as Hero misses wildly. Harden's actually played better defense for them as Hero misses wildly. Did not get rim, so the shot clock didn't reset. Vincent has to fire. Splash!
And that's 2 for 2 from 3 for Gabe Vincent. There were some questions last year about should James Harden get the max or not. I think we know the answer to that with the way he's played this year. He's played excellent basketball.
Fourth offensive rebound for the Heat, and Butler is able to capitalize. You can join us throughout the night by answering our poll questions and trivia. Just scan the QR code on your screen to play. Is Joel Embiid your MVP at this stage of the season? Adebayo, pretty little juke. Look at Butler. You can join us throughout the night by answering our poll questions and trivia. Just scan the QR code on your screen to play. Is Joel Embiid your MVP at this stage of the season? Adebayo, pretty little juke. Look at Butler. Hadn't played the final 12 games before the deadline buyout, and so he's still getting his legs under him as Embiid hits the deck. Up the floor comes Harden. They don't have numbers, so they'll reset as we cross the 5-minute mark in this first quarter. Melton doubled up on the box. Underneath, and then Tucker takes a whack. It's on Butler. Another offensive rebound for Love. Strong start for Kevin Love in only his third game with the Heat. Look at Tucker getting his hands dirty. Trying to bolster a second unit that has really struggled this year. Hasn't had nearly the same impact that they had last season. Zeller off the fake, puts it in. Nifty little floater from Cody Zeller. Hadn't played at all with any team this season. Was in camp with the Jazz in September before they eventually waived him.
Actually, I ran into Cody Zeller. He lives in Charlotte. I ran into him at Lifetime Fitness.
There you go. And it was Pat Riley in the Heat. Not a bad destination. Butler, the kick. Love, got it.
That's what he's going to bring this team. Kevin Love is going to give you that rebounding presence, and he's going to knock down jumpers.
So Kevin Love putting together his best start as a member of the Heat, only his third game with his new team. Butler the fake, just terrific defense by Tucker not to leave his feet. 10 to shoot. Love takes Niang into the paint, the fake, and he puts it down. What a start for Love. 18-4 in their last 22 games. It's actually the best record in the league during that span. As Maxey tees one up from the corner. Boy, how about the Milwaukee Bucks? Even with the injury that Giannis is dealing with of late, they just keep rolling on. Some of the new players that they brought in as much depth, Brendan, as any team in the NBA. This is Butler.
Oh, wow.
All the way to the rack. It was almost surprised he was that open.
And then he got a wry smile. Even Jimmy can't believe he missed that one. It was so easy.
Basically has gone from the number 2 option on this team to number 4 with the arrival of Harden and the emergence of Maxey. Adebayo.
Oh.
No! Butler!
That's a grown man.
Vicious stick back.
Wow.
Basically has gone from the number 2 option on this team to number 4 with the arrival of Harden and the emergence of Maxey. Adebayo.
Oh.
No! Butler!
That's a grown man.
Vicious stick back.
Wow. Would you go with Joel Embiid for MVP? Who would you pick
At
right
this
now?
point,
Would you go Embiid? Jokic?
God, it's so hard.
Vincent getting it done.
Sixers shooting at a 43% clip. They go to Harris on the box. Likes the matchup against Vincent. Zeller to help. Embiid's pass, Butler the steal. And Jimmy buckets builds Miami's lead to a half dozen. He's got 11. Likes the matchup against Vincent. Zeller to help. Embiid's pass, Butler the steal. And Jimmy buckets builds Miami's lead to a half dozen. He's got 11. Now to Butler. One-on-one against his old buddy. Butler the step back. Got it. 39-20 as they begin the night. 2.5 games in front of Cleveland, who sits at number 4. And Embiid a little short.
What night does James Harden have to be scoring James Harden as opposed to passing James Harden? Because we understand in the playoffs, he's going to have a couple of those big-time games. Not all the time, because Joel Embiid can score, as we see.
James Harden on a three-point jack. Love quickly down the floor and gets the three right back. Yeah, that was one of the big questions. What can he bring to this team, and how much does he have left? Here's Harden working against Adebayo. 4 to shoot. Steps back, shoots. Well, the intensity here has been off the charts. Butler the steal. Vincent, transition 3, splash!
And that's the mindset. That's the mindset that Spolster's talking about. We talked about how the Heat have been just beating Philly up on the glass. It's 27-20, but more importantly, the Heat have a 12-2 advantage as far as offensive rebounds go.
So here's Jimmy Butler. What a season he's put together.
I'm not sure what game it was the other day. I think it was the Memphis game. He didn't have a great game, but he went to the free throw line 17 times as Jimmy Butler continues to get it going.
Well played by Bam. Reed had it. Love with the rip.
Bam has had some excellent defensive possessions on the perimeter, once against Harden, right there against Maxey.
21,000 plus. First of 2 meetings this week between these two. Max Strus sneaks baseline. 10 to shoot.
Here's that matchup, the two good friends, Jimmy Butler and Tucker. Mano a mano.
Butler elevates, missed it. Here comes Melton looking to push to the cup. Missed it.
Everything but the finish.
Anthony Melton, the crossover. Anthony Melton rims off.
And Miami just cannot put one down. Maxey.
Right now, both these teams can't find the basket.
Here comes Butler up the floor quickly. The spin on Adebayo extending. 4-point lead with under 4 minutes left in regulation.
This foul was a little bit questionable. The foul against Strus was one that was the actual no-no where he came off his feet.
So good news, bad news. Maxey with a killer loss as Butler misses on the first. So Maxey fouls out.
And I'm glad to see Tobias Harris back. Anytime I see a player hopping around grabbing his calf, you immediately think Achilles.
And meantime, at this end, Miami with 1 made basket in nearly 8 minutes. Butler the spin, up and under.
Oh, wow.
My goodness. Butler against Embiid. The ex-teammates, Butler fakes, spins, travel violation. Now to Embiid, guarded by Adebayo to the baseline. Embiid got a piece.
What defense by Bam?
Jimmy Butler, a one-time Sixer, 23 points. And keep in mind, Tyrese Maxey fouled out of this game a couple of minutes ago for Philly.
Surprisingly, Jimmy missed one.